We are back. You are listening to Local Biz Now on WSIC. I am Joe Vagnone. I'm here with my co-host for the entire month, Chris Villani, performance strategist, rise of the super athlete.
Good morning, Joe.
Thank you, Chris, so much, buddy, for being on the show. I appreciate it.
Right.
Okay, so I've got a special guest for you today, and he is the keynote speaker for an organization called BizCon, Business Leaders of Charlotte. Rusty, thank you so much for being on the show, buddy. I appreciate it.
Hey, I appreciate you having me.
So, Rusty, tell me a little bit about yourself, my friend, and then we can dig into what BizCon is all about.
Sure. Born in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Went to college at Appalachian State. Took me about 9 years to get out of there. Started playing music and had a really good time. Everybody that graduates in 4, I call them quitters. So,
you know, I saw a little bit of your bio, and I you know, you're like the man's man, right? I mean, you know, when you look at what you did and you traveled throughout the country with your music, you know, that's like cool, right? Like I've always wanted to be the drummer, you know, and travel around and do that kind of stuff. Talk a little bit about that part of your life, you know, because very few people have that.
well, I didn't go all the way across the country, mostly in the Southeast. Started playing guitar, just wanted someone to just pick and grin with me, and that was it. And turned out I was opening up for some pretty big name acts, and it turned into a good friend of mine said we were a moderately successful regional rock and roll band. I still boogie today. I play drums, I play bass, guitar, and I still got a band to this day.
Nice. Chris, I always wanted to play the drums. I could just see me playing drums.
You'd
with
be great.
with the sunglasses, you know.
Oh, yes.
But I don't think that's ever going to happen.
No, you just do it, man. There's plenty of people I know that can give you lessons, you know. Just do it.
You don't want to try to teach me how to do it. But your background is just, it is inspiring. I mean, you know, so many people have so many different lives, and you certainly have those. Kind of walk through your journey in your business setting. Walk me through a little bit of your life.
So, got out of college, moved down to Charlotte. Basically, was in the restaurant business for years, so that I could basically have control of my schedule and be able to play on the weekends and stuff like that. Stayed in management forever. Got into a business where I was actually selling digital video surveillance systems, and then started my own company in 2002. Opened another company in 2005, and here I am. With both of them still going.
And your wife is the founder of Business Leaders of Charlotte. Is that correct?
No. My wife is the founder of BizCon. Business Leaders of Charlotte is a networking group that we're partnering with to put on BizCon. And basically, Business Leaders of Charlotte, we have 5 chapters, and we're a nonprofit organization that networks and just a group of people to get together to grow friendships, grow our business, and strengthen our community. Well, BizCon is sort of Business Leaders Charlotte is saying, for our members, we're going to help BizCon grow so that we can give back some education to our members.
Okay. So BizCon is the event organizer that's putting on the event that we're going to talk about in a minute, correct?
Exactly. And that's what my wife is.
And Business Leaders of Charlotte is the organization that is supporting this.
Exactly.
Event. Okay, I'm sorry, I got that wrong.
No problem.
It wouldn't be the first time that I made a mistake. And so, Rusty, if somebody wanted to reach you, how could they do it?
Well, they can reach me on my phone at 704-301-5881. But anything regarding BizCon, you can go to bizconcharlotte.com. That's BIZCON, bizconcharlotte.com. You can get your tickets there. And just real quick, we're offering 50% off if you put in the promo code radio today only. So it's a $45 ticket, so you get it for $22.50.
And WSIC is supporting this, and they are a sponsor of this.
Yes.
BizCon.com is how they can go?
BizConCharlotte.com.
BizConCharlotte.com, and get yourself a discount. Go there now, and we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk some more with the keynote speaker at the next event, Rusty Stevens. If it's Friday morning, your business matters. We'll be right back. And And you are listening to Local Biz Now. I am Joe Vagnone, and I am here with my co-host, Chris Villani, performance strategist expert, and the keynote speaker, Rusty Stevens. He is going to be speaking at BizCon Charlotte, and you can go to their website, bizconcharlotte.com, and get a ticket. And what's the discount that they can get, Rusty?
50% off if they put in the promo code radio for today only.
50% off. That's spectacular, I tell you. Spectacular.
I think you should jump on that.
So talk to me about the event, Rusty. Give me some information on what the event's going to be about.
So the event is, we've got 10 dynamic speakers. I'm the keynote, but it's basically like 45-minute sessions, 2 going at a time. Some of the stuff that they'll be talking about would be like topics on time management, networking, making your business work for you, online presence, things like that. So trying to give back to business owners, because we typically don't invest in ourselves. Sometimes it's just because we don't have time, but Chris can tell you as a coach that, you know, when you finally do get to work or you do invest in yourself, it completely catapults you. So that's what we built it for. It was my wife's brainchild. I can't take anything credit for this other than I helped sell it. That's what I'm good at.
Your wife's an amazing woman, too.
Yeah,
if
thank
people
you,
don't know
man.
her, they should meet her. She's smart, intelligent. Yeah.
You know
Highly
her? You know his wife?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So-
Rusty and I have sat down and had a what I call a quick chat. It's actually 3 hours of just, and I don't think we even touched everything that we
No.
it was a deep conversation. It was a great conversation.
Yeah, my one-to-ones tend to run over.
So Rusty, what are you going to talk about in your keynote address?
So my keynote is, I came up with the idea a while ago with my business coach, believe it or not. I do love to speak, and my keynote is going to be making your team rock. And it's making your team rock by making sure you put the right person in the right place and you communicate. So, and I'm doing that through music. So it sort of ties back into my musical background. And if you, like you said, if I stick a non-drummer in the drums, it's not going to sound very right. So I want to show that visually and in an audio sense, because I think that'll really hit home to business owners to know. We tend to just hire somebody and say, here, do this, and then we don't do anything about it. So I think my brother-in-law owns a lawn maintenance company, and he was like, I'm just trying to teach this guy to, be able to plant the plants in a certain way. And I was like, well, hey man, what does he do good? Or what does he do great? He was like, God, I mean, he can mow. And I was like, well, keep it on a lawnmower. Right. Why would you take him away from that when he's great at this?
Absolutely.
So it's sort of what I'm trying to put forth.
And so there's a lot of speakers, because you guys are going to have some breakout sessions on this.
Yep.
And I'm looking at all this. So it looks like it's an all-day event. Is
Well,
that
12 to 5. So 12 to 5, and then
That's all day for me, man.
Yeah, that's it. But we're going to have an after hours that will be sponsored by Business Leaders of Charlotte. Business Leaders of Charlotte has an after hours once a month, and we're doing the after hours on this particular date, 3/27/2019, so March 27th. We'll have a open bar. So at 3:30, the bar will open right before the last session ends, so you can actually have beer in hand while I'm doing my keynote to make it even better, right?
Nice.
That alone should describe to you what kind of event this is going to be, right?
My kind of event.
It's going to be networking, relaxed.
Yeah.
It's not stuffy.
Opportunity.
We're going to have vendors all day, so sort of like a mini expo. I think we got 10 to 12 different vendors out there, so you can go to their tables, check them out, and people will be offering, all kinds of deals and discounts. We've got a Snap Happy is taking headshots at a discounted rate as well, and Roosterfish Media will be there filming the whole thing. So we've really got some great partners that we're working with on this thing.
And this is not the first year that you've done this, correct?
Year number 3.
That requires a lot of energy and effort to put this on.
I give it all to my wife. Again, I'm just out here selling it. She puts this whole thing together, and then once she gets it to a certain point, I go push and find vendors, and she handles all the speakers. I mean, this is totally her brainchild. She talked to me about it for 2 years solid, and I just couldn't get my head wrapped around what she wanted. And one day at dinner, it just hit home. And I was like, all right, give me one more pitch on this.
One day at dinner, she hit you.
Yeah, with a pan. I want you to hear me. I've been telling you for 2 years. I'm done with this.
We're going to do this.
This is happening. Interesting enough, she hired a coach, and she told the coach about what she wanted to do. And she goes, I'm not ready yet. And he goes, why?
Right.
Just do it. Just do it, make it happen.
Nice.
And so she sat there at dinner and she looked at me and she said, I want to do it. And I was like, all right, tell me one more time. And when she did, it clicked home for me. And I said, okay, I can sell that. Yeah. I can help push that.
So when I'm looking at all of these different breakout sessions, is your wife the person that has chosen all of these people?
She did. Well, the event has gotten to the point now where people are seeking us to speak, which is really good. So we had a bunch of people come in and say, hey, we want to be there, we want to speak. And she went through each person. She knows a lot of these people personally, and a couple, I think I brought one to the table, and that was it, because I saw him speak, and I thought he was great. But, yeah, she puts all this together. She figures out who's going to speak. She puts all the sessions and everything.
So tell me a little bit about your wife, because she sounds like the person I really should be interviewing, Chris. That's what it sounds like to me.
I don't know why she put me here. I have no idea.
You know what? They are a perfect team. They really know how to bounce off each other, ideas, and grow and everything else. I tend to think, now listening to him, I think she may have a cape that we don't realize.
Right. Yeah.
A little Wonder Woman thing going on here, because it's just...
So what is her background to want to put this together?
Well, she's a technology specialist, and so she teaches teachers how to use technology in the school systems, and then she has a technology company called RMS Tech Spa, and she teaches people how to use technology there. She also builds websites, and we do quite a bit of online marketing as well. So I think this came about from conferences in the public sector, and she just said, "Hey, I think I can take this to the private sector," and that's what we did to put it together.
Nice.
So talk a little bit about the location where it's actually going to be held at.
It's at Noah's Event Center on Tyvola, right off of Tyvola Road. You can look it up, Noah's Event Center. I think they've only been there 3 years as well. We were one of the first events to happen there. It's a beautiful location. I can't say enough about the staff and how nice the place is, and it's real comfortable, and I can go on and on about that, but Noah's Event Center.
So what are people going to walk away from if they go to this?
I tell everybody, when you walk in there, you'll leave knowing something you didn't know.
Okay.
You're going to learn something.
All right.
So our thing is to connect, learn, and succeed. The connecting is the networking,
right?
Meeting some people.
Yep.
Learning, obviously, is all the speakers.
Right.
And then from there, you should be able to, take some kind of a success out of it somewhere.
Got you.
Well,
see, I personally I know Business Leaders of Charlotte, the networking group he's talking about. I love it. So just if you haven't gone to it and you're looking to network on a grand scale, go check out one of the networking events. This is a great opportunity, I think, to go to BizCon, and then afterwards you network with some amazing people.
Sure.
I think it's a no-brainer to me.
And I'm on the board of Business Leaders of Charlotte. We have given back, I think, since our inception, over $500,000 back to the local community.
Wow.
Connect, learn, and succeed.
That's it.
So, Rusty, let's talk a little bit about your business. I tell people this often, sometimes we forget, we got to make a living, you know what I mean?
Right.
So if I understood correctly, you have a tech business as well?
Well, it's Advanced Tech Systems and Automation. We're an audio, video, and security company. So we do anything from access control to cameras to alarm systems. What separates us apart on the alarm systems is I don't sign long-term contracts. Basically, it's year to year. If I can't earn your business, I don't deserve your business.
Nice.
And if somebody wanted to reach you for that, how could they do that?
Same thing. Whether it's advancedtech-systems.com. My phone number is 704-301-5881.
And so we've only got about a minute or so. Rusty, what advice would you give somebody thinking about starting a small business in this environment? What advice would you give them?
I would tell them to be ready to fail and be ready to succeed, and be passionate about what you're doing. Love what you're doing, Make sure you're going to take it home, because if you're going to own it, you got to take it home with you. It's not 9 to 5. So if you want to cut your phone off at 5 o'clock, stay in your job. If you want to keep your phone on, talk to your customers or clients on the weekends, nighttime, bring it home and own it.
Nice. I like that.
Chris, you want to give some advice to a small business person? We've got about a minute left.
Well, I'm with him on that one. When I tell my clients, I go, you guys can call, email, and text me anytime you want to. To me, it's a personal touch. I think if you're a business, you got to learn how to stand out, and you have to make it known. I'm the person, I'm the guy, I'm the woman. This is here what we're doing, and then you go above and beyond that. So you really separate yourself from the competition and become the person.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Okay,
you got to be
Russ-
there for them.
Rusty, we got less than a minute. Give them your bizcomcharlotte.com promo, buddy. Do it right now.
So
Do it.
BizCon Charlotte at Noah's Event Center. Be ready to connect, learn, and succeed.
And you can get 50% off if you go to their website.
With the put in radio for the promo code.
Do it.
Radio.
Do it.
Thanks, gentlemen. Thank you very much. I really appreciate
I'm
it.
honored to be here. Thank you, guys.
You want?